Hello guys, welcome to Open Techno. Today I'm going to introduce you to the WANBO X5 Pro, a projector that if you're familiar with the channel, might sound familiar and you'll say, hey, didn't you already test this projector a few months ago? Well, yes, I did test exactly the same one, the WANBO X5 Pro, but in this case, it's the 2025 version. I'm going to tell you about the differences it has compared to its predecessor. And in this case, for all of you who are interested in buying this item in 2025, in this video we're going to take a complete look at its features, and what did I think after trying it out for a few days. But anyway, many of you might be wondering, what are the changes that this projector brings? Well, honestly, visible changes, I think there's really just one, which would be more powerful speakers. We go from 10 watts to 12 watts of speaker sound power. We also improved the sound chamber up to 375 cubic centimeters to give it a more powerful sound. Now, other things are changing. Now, for example, the projector supports any type of content that originally comes in 4K resolution or lower. We have high dynamic range for viewing high dynamic range, 10 content, and we have HDMI 2.0, which gives us the latest compatibility with all types of devices we want to connect via HDMI. But well, you can simply notice the power of the sound, which I can tell you is noticeable, although it's not a crazy change either. It's not something that if we try both, we're gonna say, I'll stick with the 2025 because the other one is really bad. No, it's just a bit better. The previous one was already pretty good anyway. First, let's take a look at its appearance. And we have a projector that's 25 centimeters long and wide and has a height of 11.5 centimeters. It weighs about 2.7 QU, which makes it, well, a projector that's not particularly portable. I think this is a projector meant to be properly installed on top of the sofa in a room or in a small home theater. We should set it up and leave it in place. I don't think it's a projector you'd carry in a backpack every day. Reviewing the design of this projector, I'll just tell you that it has a very refined design, elegant and black with some gold details. On the back, we find two USB ports to connect multimedia devices, and an HDMI port to connect, for example, a computer or a game console, a physical button to turn the projector on and off, and of course, a port for headphones or to output the sound to an external device. Regarding HDMI, we use the 2.0 protocol instead of 1.4, which gives us greater compatibility and, as I understand, better latency response, since it's a better protocol if needed. For example, playing games and so on, which I haven't been able to do because I don't have any consoles, so I haven't been able to test it in real time either. Just so you know, it already has the latest technologies. On the sides of the device, we're going to find the cooling vents, as usual. At the bottom, we find the typical mount for a tripod or a stand, and attach it then to a wall or the ceiling, as well as a small leg to slightly lift it above the table or the surface where we've placed it. And this way, it gets a little bit of vertical angle. Speaking of its lamp, we have a lamp with liquid crystal display technology that offers up to 1100 lumens of brightness, which is really good. As I already told you in the previous review, even if we're in a room, I've been recording the shots with a light on, this light that I usually have here in my background. But could you even be in a room with some natural light coming in through the window? The images are going to look super sharp and clear. One positive aspect of this projector is its value for the price, which I'll mention later. Its bulb or its lamp, the thing that actually projects the image, I think it's really good. Also, we have 1080p resolution, which is a standard resolution in the world of projectors, although it does support 4K streaming and videos. Finally, I want to tell you that this lens is capable of playing high dynamic range, 10 content. This will give us a dynamic range that is higher than the standard that most projectors usually offer. And then, I want to mention that we have a projection distance that goes from 1.1 meters up to 3.9 meters, allowing us to achieve projections ranging from 40 inches to 140 inches in size. We do this by moving the projector closer or farther from the projection surface, and by adjusting the zoom. Just so you know, when we turn on the projector, it auto-adjusts. The focus, the distortion. For example, if we've set it up to project at a weird angle and the image looks distorted, it corrects all of that by itself. It's fully capable of detecting obstacles like plants, vases, pictures, or shelves on its own. And this way, it frames the image better so that nothing gets in the way or creates weird effects on the projection. It does this completely autonomously. Now we have 2 speakers, as I mentioned, each one with 6 watts, making a total of 12 watts of sound power. With an acoustic chamber of 375 cubic centimeters, the noise made by the cooling fan of this projector will be 26 decibels or lower, a noise level that I think is very pleasant. Compared to all the projectors we've tested on the channel, I'd say this one is the most comfortable, because as soon as we're listening to something at a minimum volume, we completely forget about the noise the projector makes, which isn't the case with other brands and models. And when we put on a movie, we have to turn up the volume quite a bit to cover the noise from the projector's fan. Content. Did I make you wait? How are you? I'm Fran Dixon, Director of Customs and Border Protection here in El Cuaderno. I know I can be a champion. This projector offers strong connectivity with 2.4 5G Hz Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5.0. And most importantly, inside we have an Android operating system, which gives us Google Television, an operating system designed for televisions and also for projectors. And this way, we can install our favorite apps like Netflix, YouTube, Spotify, Homebox Office, Disney, or even television apps, for example. Like in Spain, they could be A3 Play or Radio Televisión Española a la carta. Of course, I wouldn't miss out on trying games because the processor in this projector works really well. It feels very smooth at all times, and I've been trying out a little rally game, driving cars, and so on. Collecting prizes and playing Mario Kart style. And honestly, it ran super well, very smoothly, with a very fast response to the controller, and honestly, there's absolutely nothing to complain about. Having Google Television really brings this device to life, making it fully autonomous. Being able to install any type of application to watch all kinds of content at any time. Now, if that's not enough for you, hey, because you need to watch a video you have on your computer, you just connect it via HDMI, and in an instant you're playing your computer on the projector. Lastly, the warranty for this product is one of the most important points. Don't they guarantee it? The lamp of this projector has a lifespan of over 20,000 hours, which would be practically 3 years with the projector running continuously. Of course, it comes with a 1-year warranty. Lastly, I wanted to discuss the remote control with you. This is the remote control we have here, a super ergonomic, comfortable, small, very compact remote with which we turn the projector on and off. We have access to Google Assistant, our profiles, settings, video inputs, volume, programs, and the main apps such as YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, and Disney+. Now, if you ask me whether I recommend this projector, well, yes, without any doubt. I think for what it's worth, and I'll tell you the price in a moment, that's going to be the next thing I tell you. This projector has an excellent lamp, producing a sharp, bright image. We now have better speakers and Google Television, which is a nice feature. It can be fully autonomous by plugging in an HDMI. Anyway, I think it has everything you could ask for in a projector, costing around 300 euros. Honestly, if you start looking for this price, you're not gonna find many better options, if any at all. This price may vary. I've seen it between 280 and 300 euros. Maybe there's a launch promotion for this new model right now. In any case, we'll leave the lowest price for you down in the description along with more information. In case you find this projector interesting, I'm telling you, it's really worth it. That's all, guys. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. If you liked the video, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.